Hi, my name is Alecia Boone, and 2.5 years ago, I went through the most devastating experience of my life. I'm sorry.
Okay.
When I was 7 months pregnant with my first daughter, I enrolled in Head Start Shining Mission. After my daughter was born, and as a single parent, I was faced with the responsibility of raising my precious daughter, Aniyah, alone. So I wish I could have stayed at home with her longer. I could not. I needed to work to support us. I would have liked to enroll Aniyah in early Head Start center-based infant classroom, but there was a waiting list. I had no choice but to look elsewhere for child care. After researching child care provider list, I found an in-home daycare provider. I thoroughly reviewed the reference check information on her and visited her home daycare. I even took my mother to check it out with me. Everything I saw and learned indicated this daycare will provide good care. 3 weeks after placing my 7-month-old in daycare there, I received a call from work from the daycare provider. She said something was wrong with Aniyah. She wasn't waking up for her nap. I knew immediately something was wrong with her. Aniyah never had problems waking up. I immediately left work, my heart raced, feared the worst, and I broke the speed limit to get to her. When I got there, Aniyah's breathing was shallow. Her eyes was rolled in the back of her head. She had bruises on her, and her skin felt cold. I was scared. I will never forget frantically strapping her in a car seat and then racing to the hospital. The doctor said she was bleeding internally. I could see as they spoke to me, her stomach was severely bloated like a pregnant baby. They rushed Aniyah by ambulance to Children's Mercy Hospital. I rode with her, and I held her tiny little hand. On the way, a cold blue called. I remember thinking, oh my God, is this real? They did emergency surgery on Aniyah. After surgery, the doctors told me she only had 5% chance of living. I stayed overnight in the hospital with her, never leaving her side. I remember talking to her and then hearing the monitor beat faster and faster. The next thing I knew, the doctors were losing her, and they tried to bring her back. Finally, they asked me, can we stop? I wanted to keep her. My mother looked at me. I couldn't make the decision, so the doctors asked my mother to decide. And every day, I miss my daughter, Aniyah, so much. After Aniyah died, the investigation was done. I learned that the night of Aniyah's death incident, the daycare provider was alone with 18 children. One of the children, an 8-year-old boy, picked Aniyah up out of her crib because he heard her crying in the room unattended. And then somehow the little boy dropped her. The bruise she suffered was from her fall. Her internal bleeding was caused by CPR done incorrectly on her. Still to this day, we do not know who tried to administer the CPR. The daycare provider has now been placed on a child abuse registry, and her license is now ended. I have now been blessed with another daughter, Aniyah. And as an expectant mother, I again received prenatal education and benefit from the many other services offered through the Head Start program. My Head Start family educator who works with me is caring, supportive, and is always there to help me in so many ways. This program is the place I turn to through the many difficult challenges I have faced. When Aniyah was born, I didn't want to go back to work. The fear of leaving my only child alone in the care of someone else was overwhelming. I didn't think I could trust anyone else with the care of my second daughter. Through all of this, the Head Start staff was there for me and encouraged me to consider applying for child care at Head Start, a shining mission for Aniyah. When Aniyah was 6 weeks old, she began in the infant classroom at Head Start. She is now 18 months, and she is thriving. She has started to count now. She says 1, 2, 3, and 5. She always skips 4. She hums to herself her ABCs, and she loves to read books. She comes into our living room. She will get a book off her shelf, turn the pages, and read to herself. Her vocabulary is increasing so much more. When she uses sign language with the words like, she'll say eat, and then she'll say more, and she even gets so excited, sometimes I have to tell her that she has to wait till she still has something in her mouth. I love being able to call and check up on her during the day. I get to visit her classroom whenever I can. We attend the evening parent-child activities Head Start offers for families, and we love going to them. Excuse me. And while Aniyah is at school, I am at school too. I am enrolled at the Kansas City Art Institute, and there I am earning my associate's degree in baking and pastry. Hopefully I will receive it in January 2013. I am also working at a new part-time job with hours that fit my school schedule so that I have the maximum time with my daughter. Last fall, I was able to finally move from my mother's house into an apartment at a place I can call my own. Thanks to Head Start for starting this adoptive family holiday program, we even have our own furniture. A dining room set where Aniyah and I can eat together. We even have a couch where we sit in the evening and read books together. Thanks to Head Start Shining Mission, I have now started a new life. I have moved now, and I continue to work through the devastating grief of losing a child. My daughter and I now have a bright future. My dream is to someday start my own bakery business making pastries and cakes. I can already imagine my friends and family reacting when they see my bakery shop menu for the first time. And by the way, I have with me today some business cards. As I already have my food handler's license, so if you want something sweet and tasty, I am so excited for what the future holds. I am here today as a voice for all families that live in poverty here in our community. We endure hardships and face impossible choices and consequences that most are not aware of. It was hard for me today to share my story, but my hope is it will help in some way to protect other innocent babies who are dearly loved by their parents. Our children are our most precious gift. Head Start Shining Mission is a program that helps families in poverty move forward to a better life. Our children are safe in their nurturing classrooms, growing and learning while their parents are at work, breaking the cycle of poverty that we are in. Our community needs this program. Thank you for your opportunity to share my story, and I encourage your needed support to Head Start's A Shining Mission.
Very nice.